wouldn't know it by looking at her. The long blonde hair, the composed demeanor, the kind of presence that belongs on runways rather than in combat arenas. But the instant that cage door locks, Dakota Ditcheva transforms into something entirely different. What emerges isn't a model or an influencer.
So long and rangy. Oh! Put away. Oh! Offense.
It's a precision striker whose legs function as lethal weapons, dismantling opponents with a combination of technical mastery and calculated violence that few in women's MMA have ever possessed. Her legs aren't just limbs. They are lethal weapons designed to dismantle anyone standing in front of her. Front kicks that stamp through defenses, low kicks that chop down bases, knees that fold bodies and break wills. Every strike carries the weight of years spent perfecting the craft in Thai gyms, and every finish proves that beauty and brutality can coexist in the same devastating package.
Nice right hand. Tried to drag nice.
And unloaded another batch of knees.
Beautiful from Dakota, beautiful punch. This could be it, guys.
Visibly itching to step in and stop it for the rest of the round with the ringside physician and made the only correct call.
Dakota Ditcheva!
Dakota Ditcheva doesn't just win fights. She overwhelms consciousness itself, leaving opponents questioning how someone who looks so graceful can generate such destructive force. 14 professional victories, 0 defeats, 13 finishes. The numbers tell part of the story, but they don't capture the systematic way she breaks down human resistance, using her deadly kicking game as the primary instrument of destruction. If you want to understand the technical and psychological elements that make Dakota one of the most dangerous strikers in combat sports, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button now, because this breakdown goes deeper than highlight reels, and you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Having transformed into a well-rounded mixed martial artist in about 3 years.
Oh, nice knee to the body. Follows it up.
Thai plum clinch. Oh, that's a big knee. Oh!
Dakota.
Born in 1998 to a Bulgarian-English family, Dakota inherited combat in her DNA. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, was a world champion across Muay Thai, kickboxing, and karate. By age 4, Dakota was training in the art of 8 limbs. By her teenage years, she was competing in Thailand against opponents who'd been fighting since childhood.
And keeping persistent opponents at bay with signature kicks.
These ladies.
I'm wasting no time, but Dakota is really picking her up.
That elegant exterior disguised what was developing underneath. A lethal leg arsenal sharper than most professionals ever achieve. In 2016, at just 17 years old, Dakota claimed gold at the World Muay Thai Championships. More stoppages followed, more dominance, more evidence that when Dakota's legs go to work, the outcome is usually predetermined.
Their faces.
Several times. Big kick again. Really working well for Dakota. That one straight through the middle.
Gradually ramping up precise combinations.
Jimmy Johnson there in the corner.
But in the clinch, Dakota, the knees, the elbows. This young lady likes to strike.
Around 2018, as women's MMA expanded globally, Dakota recognized the opportunity. But instead of rushing in unprepared, she chose patience. She entered the amateur ranks to address the weaknesses that pure strikers often carry into MMA: ground control, submission defense, cage awareness.
Deporting her opponents back to OnlyFans one by one.
I would like to see her pushing a little bit more.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
there we go.
kick.
Right on the money, baby. What a kick. Dangerous.
Within a few years, she evolved into a complete fighter. Her lethal kicking game was no longer a standalone threat. It was layered with grappling competence that prevented opponents from simply wrestling away from danger. Dakota wasn't just becoming dangerous, she was becoming inevitable.
Side. Nice slip and rip there from Dakota. Dakota. Push kick drops.
In the ensuing clinch, a single knee was enough to score the fastest victory of her career.
Out of her element here. She's hurt to the body. That's it. Rich Mitchell waves it off the knee.
Very good kick.
In and out, in and out.
Who's the cage? Who's the cage? Who's the cage?
When Dakota turned professional in April 2021, there was no adjustment period, no feeling out process. She finished her debut opponent in the first round with brutal clinch work and her signature knees. The message was clear: This wasn't a prospect learning on the job. This was a weapon entering the field.
Against the fence.
There's a club and a right hand. Oh!
Voila!
The regional scene offered no resistance. Opponent after opponent discovered the same reality. Her legs dismantled every game plan, every attempt at pressure, every illusion of control. By 2022, the Professional Fighters League came calling. Competing at flyweight, Dakota entered like a natural disaster. Against Hasna in her PFL debut, she demonstrated exactly why her legs function as lethal weapons. Front kicks controlled distance. When Jabbar stepped forward, Dakota welcomed her into the clinch and ended it with a single knee. 58 seconds. The fastest
Valentina Scatizzi knew that wrestling was her only path to success. But in order to get there, she needed to survive Dakota's Thai plum.
These legs. Oh, knees. This clinch. Dakota maintaining balance. And look at that. Scatizzi ripping the...
Ditcheva effortlessly diffused the pressure.
Look at this Thai.
Bounced in with a cross.
Drag Valentina Scatizzi. Oh, nice right hand. Tried to drag Valentina Scatizzi. Oh, nice.
And unloaded another batch of knees.
Clean. Beautiful from Dakota. Beautiful pump. This could be it, guys.
Visibly itching to step in and stop it for the rest of the round.
We might not see number two. I don't think she's going to be able to see out of that eye. Another right hand there from Dakota Ditcheva.
Victory of her career. From that moment on, the equation became brutally predictable. Pressure from range, damage in the clinch, violent finishes once resistance faded. The question stopped being whether Dakota would win. The only question left was how quickly. If you're getting real value from this breakdown of Dakota's striking dominance, hit subscribe, because this is where things get deeper. In 2023, Dakota entered the PFL European Grand Prix. Her opening bout delivered a statement few expected. Her first submission victory. It proved she had closed the gaps that usually plague Muay Thai specialists in MMA. The semifinals in Paris brought Cornelia Holm, a durable opponent who forced Dakota deeper than usual. But durability only delays the inevitable when facing someone whose legs are lethal weapons. Dakota applied constant pressure. Jabs set up low kicks. Low kicks compromised mobility. Broken mobility opened clinch entries. And clinch entries led to knees that accumulated damage Holm couldn't escape. Round by round, Holm broke down. Stance switches kept her guessing. Precision striking eliminated any offensive rhythm. Late in the fight, when Holm's durability finally collapsed, Dakota finished her, reinforcing a simple truth. When she decides you're done, you're done. The final in Dublin paired Dakota with Valentina Scatizzi, whose only realistic path involved wrestling. But surviving striking exchanges against Dakota's lethal leg arsenal is something few fighters manage. Front kicks controlled range, knees punished clinch attempts, elbows opened cuts that changed Scatizzi's face. The referee stopped it on medical advice after the first round. Former UFC contender Dan Hardy compared Dakota's Muay Thai in MMA to Anderson Silva's, a comparison reserved for fighters operating at the absolute highest level. With the European Championship secured and 6 figures earned, Dakota's trajectory was no longer debatable. It was undeniable.
And you're going to fly a long way to do it on July 19th. How excited are you to get back to fighting?
I am so excited. These guys have missed me for sure. They've been very vocal on social media, so I'm excited to finally get back in the cage and do what I do best.
By 2024, Dakota entered the PFL season as the most dangerous prospect in women's MMA. Lisa Maulden and Chelsea Hackett were dismantled with ruthless bodywork. Front kicks folded ribs, knees collapsed frames, low kicks chopped down bases. 2 first-round knockouts secured maximum points.
For Dakota Ditcheva!
Chelsea Hackett was sent flying right from the start.
Oh! Straight right hand!
recover, trying to pull this into a grappling range. Now she's going to be open to...
Then she just turned into a silent anvil.
Push kick to the face to the Dakota. Through the straight left.
In the playoffs,
Dakota
elite
is now
grappler
seen
Gina
undergoing
Bishop
brutal
looked dangerous
conditioning
on
drills,
paper. In
lightning
reality,
fast pad
it
work,
became
and
another
relentless
demonstration of
sparring
complete
sessions.
preparation
Her
meeting
dedication,
incomplete opposition.
focus, and
Dakota
intensity
escaped
are on
early
another
grappling,
level,
punished
proving
Bishop in
she's
the
not
clinch,
just
and
preparing,
finished with
she's
precision
preparing
knees
for
and body
total
shots.
domination.
The
Fans
championship
and
final
analysts
in
alike
Saudi
are stunned
Arabia
by the
brought
sheer
Taila
ferocity of
Santos,
her training.
a former
It's
UFC
clear
title
Dakota isn't
challenger.
just coming to win.
Tough,
She's coming to make a
experienced,
statement
dangerous.
the world won't forget.
None of it mattered. Dakota's lethal leg arsenal set traps Santos couldn't avoid. Front kicks controlled distance, combinations broke defenses, elbows opened damage, and the knees, her calling card, landed with force that made durability irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised by the performance, to be honest. I feel like I always take every opponent serious, and some people I think underestimate me. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm happy with it anyway.
Sustained body damage folded Santos in the second round. The referee stopped it. 14 victories, 4 consecutive knockouts. The youngest champion in PFL history. The belt handed to her by her mother, the woman who started it all. Beauty and brutality, elegance and destruction. Since Ronda Rousey's retirement, women's MMA has searched for its next transcendent figure. Dakota Ditcheva might be exactly that. This story is only beginning. Her legs are still evolving, and every opponent learns the same lesson. What looks like grace on the walkout becomes systematic dismantling once the cage door closes. If this breakdown showed you why Dakota's striking operates on a different level, subscribe and hit the bell. The next breakdown drops soon, and you don't want to miss it.